Hey guys, I'm out here doing a little work this morning. Thought I'd do a little quick follow-up video to the cover crop that I cut down the other day. Let's see, it was 8 days ago. So this will give you a little update on that. As you can see, most of it's died off. I've still got some green that didn't get cut all the way down, all the way off with the hedge clippers. So I still got a little green, but most of it's dried out. It's crunchy, so I'm gonna go ahead and tarp it. But before I did that, I went in and added, let's see, where is it? I added about, I think that's 25-gallon bucket. A 25-gallon bucket of compost to the top of it just to help the process kind of get going. Composting of it. I dug down in there and I am really, I don't know if concerned is the right word, but yeah, concerned with the thickness of this Sudan grass. I'm trying to find one here for you to show you. Come the fall, there's one, or come the spring. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that right there, because it is thick. I can't even twist it off, and those roots are even thick. So I am a little concerned about that. Lesson learned, never use Sudan in a cover crop. When you plan on planting greens or anything kind of small, I mean, if I was planting tomatoes in here, which I might do, it's not that big of a deal. I just don't like to limit myself on what I plan on doing with each bed the full 2 seasons away. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe by then I'm growing nothing but salad mix. And that's definitely going to be an issue when I go to plant. So, like I said, I threw some compost on top of it to help help start the breakdown process. And now I'm going to tarp it with a billboard sign and weigh it down, and for lack of a better word, let it hibernate for about, let's see, this is the middle of September, so October, November, December, January, February, probably 5 months. I'll put the plastic on in the spring and pull it back and get these 3 beds going probably middle of February, unless something crazy happens and I need this space before then. I got it cut, I let it dry out a little bit, I put some compost on top, and then finally tarped it with some billboard signs that I have, and weighted it down with some logs that I've cut from that group of trees right back there. Now it's just a matter of time and letting nature do its thing. I'll probably leave it, like I said, till February, March, and then decide what all I'm gonna plant in here. If I'm gonna do more salad mix, or if I'm gonna go with bigger spring, summer crops like zucchini and tomatoes, maybe some peppers, but we'll see. I went ahead and chopped this down also. I'm not gonna tarp that just because I don't want to waste the tarp and the time and the space to do 1 bed. So I'll probably just let that decompose, maybe see which one decomposes better. If putting the tarp on it actually does help a lot compared to just chopping and dropping it, leaving it right there. So we'll see. Let's see, what else? This is from the other side. So I got 3 beds of cover crop. It's coming in really nice. Got that tunnel up there that's kind of turned into a disaster. At least the right 2 beds underneath here. That far bed is doing pretty well. I got cucumbers and some fall tomatoes in there. I haven't quite decided if I'm just gonna chop those two beds down and cover them for the winter, or if I'm gonna fight it and try to. I planted some zucchini in there, but they're not doing well at all just because I don't think they can get enough sun. So I gotta decide on what to do about that the next few days. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about just chopping it all down again, covering it for a couple weeks, and then planting some of this winter cover crop here, vetch and crimson clover, and some pea, and there's a couple other things in there. So I may just cover crop these 2 beds for the winter, use this bed over here since it's in pretty good shape, and then when it freezes out or whatever, I've got an extra bed of, I do onions or salad mix or carrots, spring carrots or beets or something. Cucumbers look great. I'm gonna show you all this real quick. First time I've ever seen this. That is a cluster of tomato blooms. And I do not understand what that is. Maybe y'all seen that before, but one stem produced what looks like a cluster of dandelion flowers. So I'd seriously doubt that makes. But the rest of them are really starting to bloom and make a little bit. I think I've got 12 of these of Cherokee purples. I'll put the sides down and put the end walls on here pretty quick if it gets cold. So we'll see if I get any fall tomatoes. They got in the ground a little later than I would have liked. So this bed looks pretty good. I can have it cleaned out real fast and transplant something in here if I wanted to for the dead of winter when these freeze out. These cucumbers look real good. Starting to bloom. No cukes yet, but a lot of blooms. They look healthy. Put a ton of worm castings in here from the Magic Worm Ranch. There's probably, I don't know, a good pound in each hole. Maybe 3/4 of a pound. I think that's why they're doing so well. Tons of blooms, which always happens before you actually start getting cucumbers. So this is pretty normal to have that many blooms and no cucumbers. So, and then that's the plastic that goes on that tunnel. And I'm probably not gonna put up this year. All right, I'm rambling, guys. Just thought I'd give you an update on this cover crop and put it to bed for the winter. See what it comes out looking like in February or March.